I am Eileen Mercier, Chancellor of Wilfrid Laurier University. I want to acknowledge that our proceedings take place on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. Today, this gathering place is still home to many First Nations, Métis, and Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to live and work here. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Sadly, we're not yet singing. Convocation is now in session. Please be seated. As Chancellor, it is my duty and distinct privilege to confer upon you the degrees and diplomas that you have earned during your time at Laurier. So congratulations, class of 2022, you have graduated. It's an amazing accomplishment given all that you've been through over the last 2 years. All of us at the university, your family, and those who love and care for you are extremely proud of your tenacity, resilience, and creativity. As we all tentatively raise our heads and look around to see what changes the pandemic has wrought, we might think not much, looking at the crowds at the airport or people outside on patios enjoying a meal. However, we all know that's superficial and that our attitude toward many things has altered, from the way work is done to dealing with the upward pressure on costs, which for years had been more or less under control. Together, I believe that we will find ways to bring about a less volatile environment, but it won't happen overnight, and it will take work. As you know, we had an election in this province a few days ago, and regardless of whether you like the outcome or not, we are privileged in this country to be able to vote for whom we wish without fear. Few of us, however, would volunteer to take place of our elected officials. It's hard to think of a time filled with as many vexing issues as right now. Climate change, the after effects of the pandemic, reconciliation and healing, I could go on. However, the problem I worry most about is the fracturing of our society when we most need people to pull together. I admit to being a bit of a word nerd, as my kids would say. I still reach for my dictionary when I want to be sure I have the meaning of something right. A community, it says, is a society of people having common rights and privileges, a society of individuals of any kind. For community to work, it needs to be open and welcoming to individuals of any kind. This is true of businesses, volunteer groups, universities, government, in fact, any kind of productive enterprise. Teamwork and collaboration will be what save us. But the other thing that is needed is a common purpose for those individuals to rally behind. You would think that it wouldn't be much of a stretch to imagine that the improvement, the enhancement of the well-being of the community should be enough. But it sometimes seems that is not the case, and lately cracks have appeared. The kind of education that you've received here is very much community-based. That is not only true of the university itself, but of the wider society of which we are a part. During the pandemic, I know that many here volunteered their time and energy to help others, and it speaks well of the culture of this place. When you leave here as alumni today, you will be a member of a large and growing community of people who have spent time here, learning what a university education can do to help you contribute your skills to a world that badly needs you. As only one example, we need to do whatever we can to bring more young people here to Canada, where they can live without fear. Whatever we are currently doing, we need to work harder and do more. Imagine that a young person, especially a young girl, with no hope today, might sit someday where you are sitting and look forward to a bright future. So graduates, take your degree in hand and go out into the world to build strong communities. Find like-minded people to associate with. Make yourself, your family, and your university proud. Stay forever golden. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Deb McClatchy, and I'm honored to be President and Vice Chancellor of Wilfrid Laurier University. Congratulations, graduates, and my warmest welcome to everyone who is celebrating with you today. It's my honor to celebrate you, our class of 2022. During a time of upheaval and uncertainty, you demonstrated adaptability and perseverance, and today we get to recognize that hard work. I'm so very proud of your achievements and happy to see all of you and your supporters here today. And when I look out into the crowd, what I see is hope. I recently came across an article in The Atlantic written by Harvard professor and author Arthur C. Brooks reflecting on the concepts of optimism and hope. He writes, quote, "Optimism is the belief that things will turn out all right. Hope makes no such assumption, but it's a conviction that one can act to make things better in some way," end quote. In other words, optimism is a nice sentiment, while hope does the heavy lifting. Hope is the spirit that pushes us to find solutions to the world's greatest challenges. And there's no shortage of distressing news in the world today. Every day we hear stories about the pandemic, climate change, extreme polarization in democracies, and war and geopolitical conflicts around the globe, to name a few. However, in my position at Laurier, I have the great privilege of watching our students, faculty, staff, and alumni work with the conviction of hope to address these challenges in order to build a better present and future. Over the last few years at Laurier, there have been so many examples of hope in action. I want to share just a few that have inspired me. Our students in the Faculty of Arts participated in co-ops, workplace partnerships, and other community service initiatives during the pandemic, lending their skills and expertise to businesses and community organizations who had to adapt to the many challenges of COVID-19. More recently, I've seen our students across all faculties and programs come together to increase their support for fellow students impacted by war. Our student body has elected to double its support for the International Students Overcoming War, or ISO initiative, to provide more opportunities for students displaced by war to come study at Laurier. Laurier and our students have also supported 31 refugee students since 1991 through WUSC, the World University Service of Canada. Through student engagement and support for ISO and WUSC, we've welcomed students from, among others, Rwanda, Somalia, Sudan, Ethiopia, Congo, Syria, and Myanmar. Our community has been a springboard for hope and opportunities for students who have lost so much. These are just a few examples of hope in action and why I see so much promise in front of me. One of the reasons I've spent my career working in universities is because they are places of hope and possibility. People come here to build better futures for themselves, their families, and their communities. Laurier's graduates prove me right in this regard. My hope for you now is that you go out and lead your lives with leadership and purpose to make the world a better place. Take the hope you've created at Laurier into the world. The world needs you. Congratulations again, class of 2022. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor now to present this year's Order of Wilfrid Laurier University recipient, David McMurray. David was presented this award on June 3rd on the Brantford campus. The Order of Wilfrid Laurier University honors worthy recipients who have a record of exemplary and distinguished service to the university. For more than 20 years, David was integral to creating and fostering the unique sense of community that our Laurier students enjoy. He retired in 2020, but had served prior to that as Laurier's Vice President, Student Affairs since June 2010, following 13 years as Laurier's Assistant Vice President, Student Services, and Dean of Students. So I'd now like to invite David McMurray to deliver the Convocation address to our graduates.
Thank you very much, Deb. It is an absolute privilege to be back on campus here today. I'm shaking because I'm just a little overwhelmed after being away for a few years to come back and see and feel the fabulous Laurier community again. Madam Chancellor, Madam President and Vice Chancellor, faculty, staff, special guests, friends, parents, but particularly our students, our graduates, congratulations. Today is all about you, for us to celebrate your achievements and your success, and I'm honored to share this day with you. I'm very grateful to receive the Order of Laurier. It means so much to me when I think back of all of the wonderful relationships and experiences that I was so fortunate to be a part of. I can't begin to share how touching every moment was in the few minutes that we have today. But I want to tell you, I had the distinct pleasure of working for and with students for my entire career, and have an opportunity to contribute towards your journey, your learning journey as Golden Hawks. I really did look forward to each and every day, but given the short time we have, I did want to share with you one of my favorite days every year. Now this goes back pre-pandemic, but at orientation, opening ceremonies every year, I had the opportunity to share 3 lessons with first-year students to help them transition from their home to our home, Laurier, so that they might be better prepared to meet the challenges ahead of them. I think these 3 lessons still reign today and really stand out when I see you here today reflecting, I'm sure, on what you have endured throughout your Golden Hawk journey and will remain with you in the years ahead. The first lesson: remember the times when you're absolutely exhausted, graduates, from the pressures, the expectations and anxieties that felt like they were all closing in on you at the same time. So what did you do? You lowered the floor. You rested, you reached out, you sought help and advice. You realized that maybe you had taken on too much out of class, perhaps, or you just needed a break, perhaps a weekend home if it was close enough, to recharge with family and friends, to sleep in your own bed that hadn't been changed into a hobby room, and have your favorite meal. And you return to campus, I know, with a refreshed sense of, I can do it. The second lesson, remember when you felt you were just existing, when you were not sure you were in the right program, you questioned what you thought was right because someone else had shared a different opinion than your own that challenged you beyond the limits you had been used to. Or maybe it was just because you were simply bored and needed a change. So what did you do? You widened the walls. You challenged yourself to take on something entirely new. You stretched your boundaries. You explored brand new opportunities. And the third, and this was always my favorite, remember when you were so excited, beyond belief. The times when you had received the best mark ever on an exam, on a special project, or a case study that was so complex. Or excited when you had met someone new who absolutely made you feel special and loved. So what did you do? You raised the roof, and you celebrated because you had earned it and were worthy of that reward. Golden Hawk graduates, as you ponder your own career future, continue to build upon that strength of character that you recalled when you were exhausted, existing, or excited. Be adventurous in discovering the things you enjoy that enrich your life and the lives of those in your company. Today, in the world in which we live, we must possess the tenacity to be resilient. We must face and overcome a great deal of adversity and tragedy from time to time, too. We must embrace the challenges that confront us with all the strength and grace we can muster. We must work hard, and we must never, ever give up. In your daily life, always respect the dynamic diversity of the community in which you reside. The equity and inclusion we need as a culture must be standard values to live by. And something personal from me to you, always be kind and caring to people. It may seem simple, but many find this way of life very difficult. It doesn't take much to be nice to people. It feels good, and it's always well received. Even through conflict, being kind and caring goes a very long way. Graduates, I wish you all the happiness, true fulfillment in your lives, good fortune, and continued great success. Be healthy, be well, and most of all, as the Chancellor has reminded us, stay golden. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, guests and graduates. My name is Adam Lawrence, the Dean of Students at Laurier, and I have the privilege of acknowledging a posthumous degree recipient and their family at today's convocation. A posthumous degree is awarded to a student who passes away before all their degree requirements are fulfilled. At Laurier, the friends and family of students who are eligible for a posthumous degree are invited to convocation to celebrate the academic achievements of their loved ones. At today's convocation, I will read a short message about the student that was provided by their family. I will then invite family representatives to walk across the stage. I hope you will all join me in acknowledging the achievements of those receiving a posthumous degree today. So today's posthumous degree is being provided to Nathan Eli John within the Faculty of Arts. I will now read the citation provided by Nathan's family. Today, in loving memory of our son, brother, and friend, we are honored to be here to celebrate Nathan's degree and academic achievements. We know that today would have been an important day for Nathan. He would have been very happy and proud to be in the company of the graduates, excited about the future ahead, and celebrating the hard work you have all put in during your time at Laurier. Nathan had an entrepreneurial mind, a loving and giving heart, and words of inspiration and positivity to share with those around him. A few months before his passing, Nathan applied for the position of VP Events at Laurier Startup. He invested a lot of time preparing for that interview, knowing that he likely would not get the role. When asked why go through all the trouble, Nathan replied, "It's not about getting the position that matters, but that would be a bonus. It's about the learning I will take away from the experience." In his interview application, he wrote, "As a communication studies student, many of my opportunities need to be sourced on my own rather than provided through curriculum-related activities. Hindsight, through recently graduated friends, taught me not to treat that like a barrier, and instead find opportunities that interest me and shoot for them regardless." Today, this is a fitting message, as your education will provide you with a foundation, but how you approach opportunities will shape your success. To celebrate Nathan's life, his commitment to Laurier, and the future students that will live, learn, and grow on this campus, Nathan's family and friends have created the Nathan Eli John Leading with Purpose Award, which will be awarded this upcoming year. Nathan always led by example and demonstrated qualities of extraordinary compassion, empathy, initiative, and selflessness. This award will allow us to celebrate a life so passionately lived and recognize those students who embody a similar commitment to leadership in their community. On behalf of Nathan's family, a heartfelt congratulations to you all. So please welcome Nathan's brother Alex, who will be joining us on stage to celebrate and honor his academic achievement. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, that ends today's posthumous degree presentations.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're so delighted you're here with us this afternoon. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, distinguished faculty members, senior leaders that are here on stage with me, our honored guests that are here with us, and of course, the graduates who we honor today. Thank you all for being here with us. My name is Tony Vanelli. I have the distinct pleasure to be the Provost and Vice President Academic here at Wilfrid Laurier University. What a remarkable day to look out and see all of our deserving graduates, and in person, who would thought this day would come in the last few years. Each one of you has worked so hard and endured so much to be able to walk across the stage today and celebrate together, because that's what today is. It's a celebration together. Today we make history, celebrating one of the most tenacious and adaptable group of graduates that Laurier has ever seen. I would also like to recognize in the same breath your family members, the mothers, the fathers, grandparents, many I see here. I think there's some grandparents too, friends and supporters that have been part of this great journey that you've been on. I know they played an integral role in your success, supporting you through the many ups and downs which comes with getting a degree, but this all happened through a pandemic. I want all of us to join together in a round of applause to recognize our graduates and our guests this afternoon. Congratulations, everyone. You deserve that. I'm addressing the graduates with all of those who are here to receive your degrees and diplomas. Please rise as you are able. Madam Chancellor, I have the great pleasure in presenting those who have successfully completed the studies prescribed, fulfilled all the conditions thereto, appointed and been recommended for degrees and diplomas by the Senate of the University.
In accordance with the laws of the Province of Ontario, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit you to the degrees and diplomas as shall be announced by the presenters. Graduates, the marshals will now instruct you row by row to begin making your way backstage.
My name is Andrew Herman, and as an associate professor in the Faculty of Arts, I have the privilege of reading the names of our talented graduates today. This is an exciting day for all of us, and we take great pride in the accomplishments of all our graduates. We welcome applause to acknowledge your graduates and show how proud you are of them. Graduates are asked to remain in their seats until all fellow graduates have received the degrees and convocation is completed. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degree of Master of Arts from the Faculty of Arts. Thanks for Bolawatife Jesu Fun Mialau. Jonathan Lewis. Mark Nokis. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for master degrees from the Faculty of Arts. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program from the Faculty of Arts. Median Maki Abdul Hafid. Victoria Ann Aegis. Saif Eldin Nasser Amr. Mary Andraza. Roshak Asla Fala. Megan Kathleen Bagley. Emma Isabel Watt Baker. Jordana Melanie Binstock. Eve Joan Bois. Matthew Douglas Boyle. Luke Marcus Braganza. Alexander Bukokovsky. Blake Uva Burnham. Miranda Violet Mendez Burns. Ashley Regina Casey. Rachel Sophia Kaklos. Caitlin E. Chambers. Aiden Daniel Chassie. Rajini Naomi Kaur. Megan Elizabeth Cottis Griffith. Caleb Dampare. Claire Jane Robertson Davidson. Cassandra Constance Diore. Natalia Nari Elkin. Masha Eskandari. Ki Fan. Brianna Sydney Feldman. Grady William Ferguson. Joshua James Flowers. Melissa Caitlin Fougere. Rachel Ann Gopi. Gabriella May Gosling. Alexander James Green. Jackson Tristan Greasy. Nicole Emma Grossman. Emma Catherine Hamilton. Abigail Jane Heckbert. Sophie Victoria Harity. Jana Hatem Ibrahim. Isabella Erwinito. Tamara Lily Jeffak. Sahil Joshi. Amila Kaba Juzian. Jacob Daniel Cameraman. Christopher Michael Keating. Jordan Jonathan Kenning. Mohammed Akbar Kuram. Taya Hannah LaFontaine. Annie Marie Leppington. Keelan Levasseur. Joshua Ryan Levin. Emily Beth Yvette Litvak. Amelia Audrey Loader. Alexandria Hannah Bell Amadil. Taylor Frances Mainella. Zoe Zandra Manglalin. Chloe Mary McFadden. Madeline McIvor. Nathan Eric Michael McLaughlin. Tyler James McRae. Valerie Matthias. Michael David Milne. Nicole Iriarte Molina. Tyler Monsalvi. Rachel Musanda Mulenga. Virginia Grace Mullen. Julia Mulroney. Chanel Alexis Natale. Andrew John Perron. John V. Parmar. Stephen Paul Pavley. Sorry. Elva Peish. Gabriel Esteban Perez. Michael Joshua Pham. Hunter Cole Price. Lee Radovitsky. Jamie Lee Raymond. Rebecca Ann Regina. Erin Elizabeth Rudge. Maxine Ruisi. Vita Sabut. Kiran Sekon. Marco Sutton. Samantha Jordan Shapiro. Alexandra Meredith Shovlin. Rami Solomon. Robert Blaine Spence. Samantha Stancer. Lily Moon Stevenson. Shane Symington. Emily Alicia Tong. Danielle Tse. Sarah Maria Turcato. Catherine Elizabeth Van Uwick. Brooke Jesse Van Hostricht. Sarah Louise Veenstra. Christine Elise Weisel. Tommy Vo. Mackenzie Anastasia Ward. Hannah Michaela Wellen. Jackson Wilson Wells. Benjamin Marshall Wilcox. Heather Starr Wilson. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program from the Faculty of Arts. Madam Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts from the Faculty of Arts. Alyssa Nicole David. Julia Ingram. Marku William David Canary. Natalie Margaret Alberta Slade. Emma Rose Tesh. Madam Chancellor, this ends the list of those presented for degrees from the Faculty of Arts. I've been asked as the orator to share a few words with you, and it'll be very brief, but I hope apropos. I have a secret that most of you don't know. I'm an American. See? I've been here almost 20 years and became a Canadian citizen in January of 2020. I am often asked by Canadians, what is the difference between Americans and Canadians as I've come to see them? I say generally that Canadians think too much of what Americans think of them, because Americans don't think about Canadians at all. But there's a more profound truth to this, which is that Canadians are far more different than Americans than Canadians really understand. These differences are subtle, but they can be profound and they can be deep. One of these differences is the place of the public in the way that Canadians as citizens understand themselves. One of the key features that I've learned about living in Ontario in particular, and across Canada really, is the way that that post-secondary higher education is properly conceived as a public good to which every citizen and every worker contributes. When we come to these events, we properly celebrate the role of each individual graduate and graduate in their own success, as well as those of their parents and their family in delivering unto them the love and the resources that brought them to this place and helped them make it through what are some very challenging times. It's far too easy to forget the way in which the success of each individual student, whose name I really tried to proudly and properly pronounce, but some stumped me. But as I read each name, each one rung out with the individuality of that person and reminded me of their very specific story that they have lived in order to get them through to this time and this place where they're conferred with a degree. And I urge you and your parents and your family to honor that, but also to honor the roles that others that you don't see have played in contributing to your success. All the people here at Laurier, your professors, but not just those who see in front of the class, but all the staff who work hard every day to make sure that this place is a congenial place for education. And beyond the horizons of what we're able to see at this university, there are countless others, workers and citizens of Ontario and Canada writ large, who have contributed knowingly to your success by investing in post-secondary higher education as a public good. It seems simple to say this, but it's easily forgotten. If you witness what is happening to the country of my birth as the darkness of partisanship and tribalism threatens to overcome an understanding of the threads which bind us together as citizens in pursuit of the common good. So my thoughts to you are, be proud of who you are today, be proud of what you will become, and what you will become and what you do, just don't do it for yourselves, but do it for all of us who helped get you here. Thank you.
I wonder if we can have a round of applause for Professor Herman, Jennifer Casey, and Dean LaChapelle. Wonderful. The conferring of degrees was done extremely smoothly, and we're really appreciative. We're now going to give the degrees in absentia. These are the students that are not here, the graduates that are not here today. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I request that you confer the degrees in absentia to the eligible candidates who are unable to be present today.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer degrees in absentia to the eligible candidates who are unable to be with us today. I would now like to present the celebratory alumni welcome video made for the class of 2022 by the Wilfrid Laurier University Alumni Association.
Congratulations! You did it! You've crossed the stage, and now you can look back with pride and look to the future with excitement. Today isn't just about receiving your degree. It's also about celebrating the journey you took to get here. It's about remembering your first day on campus, your first Laurier friend, your first class. It's about thinking back on those late-night study sessions, your favorite profs, and all the memories you made here. It's about the times you faced new challenges and pushed through. It's about how much you grew and how much you learned. It wasn't always easy, but you did it. That's what a journey is. That's what Laurier is. Purple and gold. And while your journey is far from over, remember, no matter where you go or what the future brings, you are a Golden Hawk for life. You are alumni for life. You are Laurier for life. Stay connected, stay involved, and most of all,
stay golden.
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 Thank you to the Alumni Association for providing that inspirational message. Following the ceremony, everyone is invited to continue the celebration in the atrium to take photographs in the designated areas. It was my pre-pandemic habit to go out into the atrium and jump into people's photographs, but they won't let me do that right now. So we have opened up the terrace on the 4th floor of this building. If you would like to have a photograph, please come up and join me up there. You are welcome. Thank you all for joining us today for this very, very special occasion. Convocation is now dismissed. Please rise and remain standing for the recessional.